Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 371, published in August 1968 with an unknown writer and art by George Rapp. Sorry to quit the Legion, old buddies, but that's the way the kryptonite crumbles. I've got to join a new super team. Featuring When Superboy Walked Out on the Legion. Since you have greater superpowers than any of the super beings gathered from many planets, I hereby crown you King of Thrann. Of course, it means you must remain here forever. Oh, that means I'll never see my Legionnaire friends again. What sort of Legion adventure is this? There's Superboy, all right, but where are Ultra Boy, Sunboy, Duo, Damsel, and the other Legionnaires who are the heroes who have become the Boy of Steel's new... Who are the heroes who have become the Boy of Steel's new super companions? Get ready for a shock, for this is the day when Superboy walked out on the Legion. So Superboy is in class when all of a sudden he looks outside and notices the birds have fallen asleep. In fact, everyone has fallen asleep. And a truck with a sleeping driver is going towards a water tower, and so Superboy has to prevent a crash. He comes across these aliens. At last, Superboy, we meet you face to face. I am Othar, and we of the superworld have come far across the universe to find you. Is it you who caused this sleep that's gripped the whole town? Yes, with this sleep ray, we could put every being on Earth to sleep if necessary. We didn't want the people of your backward planet bothering us. But how could you know of me? Come on. On our distant world, Thrann, we watch many solar systems through our instruments, seeking for superpowered beings. We have observed your mighty feats. Come into our ship, and I'll show you. Behold, Superboy, our instruments recorded your great deeds, like the time you made yourself a human lightning rod to divert the force of a terrible storm away from the city. And we will never forget how you defeated this killing machine built by an evil dictator. Yes, Superboy, your recorded feats show you're the mightiest super being alive. And so they want to bring Superboy back to their planet. You can come with us to our world and see the honor we're offering you. These people have fantastic scientific powers and could cause great trouble on Earth. I've got to get them away so Smallville can awaken again. Very well, I'll go with you, but let me go back and activate my Clark Kent robot so it can replace me. And the Legion show up and they ask for Superboy's help, but he says, sorry, get someone else. I'm forced to leave the Legion to join another superhero team. That's the way the kryptonite crumbles. Superboy, have you gone space happy? No, you can't walk out on us, but he does. And so they start to go around to collect more superheroes. On the planet Cruxel, they find a superhero who, with his formula, can turn into Liquid Man. I can now flow through any small opening and search everywhere. Everyone's fallen asleep but me. That strange spaceship must be the cause. I better take the counter formula and become normal again. So they make an offer to him that he can't refuse, and so he also goes. My people mustn't remain asleep. I'll go. Othar is forcing him to go, just as he forced me, and so they go to another planet with Stormboy. See, the charge of the force his scientist father gave Stormboy enables him to create a rainstorm to relieve drought. We want him on our world. So again, they convince him, and then they pick up Tree Man from the world where people are descended from plants. Since I learned how to grow new limbs at will, few criminals can escape my reach. So they grab him up, and then there is Telepathy Man, who can create objects with his mind. Shadow Man, who can alter the particles of his body to walk through anything, which is basically Phantom Girl. And they assemble all of the team of heroes. Thrann, our native world, you super companions will never leave this planet. You mean you'll prevent us from ever leaving here? You won't want to ever. You won't want ever to leave Thrann, for on our world there are none of the different things to which you are vulnerable. So there's no kryptonite on Thrann. Telepathy Man is weakened by evil thoughts, but we have no evil men and no crime, so I wonder why they even need the super team. Stormboy is vulnerable to light force of rainbow, Liquid Man to fire, but apparently rainbows and fire don't exist on Thrann. Tree Man can be destroyed by a certain blight, and Shadow Man can pass through any matter except radium, but they don't exist on this planet. A world without kryptonite, also without danger to any of us. It would be wonderful, but I'd hate to leave Earth forever. We have decided that one of you super companions will be our ruler. It shall be the one who performs the mightiest feat. Now go to it, and good luck. So Superboy goes into space and takes this asteroid and starts reshaping it. Shadow Man apparently went inside the planet to find rare minerals. Stormboy is creating a storm that will charge their electric power reservoir for years. And so Tree Man is writing a statue that was going to fall down, which seems particularly unimpressive. Telepathy Man is able to create valuable jewels using his powers of mind over matter. It will be hard to decide on the winning feat, but I don't think it'll be Tree Man. And then we finally see what Superboy was up to, and he created a mighty metal castle in the sky that he throws up to orbit perpetually. I thought this castle satellite could be useful, and I've made some jet-powered flying belts so you can fly up to it. Superboy, your feat surpasses all. As winner of our contest, you will be our ruler. That sky castle shall be the Valhalla of you and your super companions. With a place for us to live and no rainbows to threaten me, it'll be a great life, far better for us than on our own worlds. And they crown him, and all seem to be happy. A Panama Canal to join these two oceans would be a vast benefit to these people. Will you survey a route while I start another job in space? We'll take care of it. Besides the great canal they built, Superboy brought us a moon from a nearby solar system. Our world has never had a moon before. They well deserve their splendid castle. So they're just doing irrelevant tasks. In Smallville, okay, so they start explaining about their past. And so in Smallville, he explains that there was an inquisitive girl where apparently Stormboy had the same issue of a girl trying to find out his secret identity. I had an arrangement with the law officer to signal me if I was needed as Liquid Man. Why, so did I on my world, and I too, back on Earth. But we're lucky to be living here instead of on our own world. Yes, we have no vulnerabilities to harm us here, so it's better. I think that other than Superboy, they could all be harmed just by, I don't know, like a gun or pretty much anything that a normal human could be harmed by. Even if they are satisfied to stay here, I'm not. I miss the Kents in Smallville, but if I go back home, Othar's ship will come after me and bring danger to Smallville again. So he sees Telepathy Man, Stormboy, Liquid Man, Tree Man. They're all going to this astronomical observatory, and he approaches them. You've all visited the observatory secretly, and I know now why you're interested in it. Now all of you listen to me. So then later on, the power of being ruler has given Superboy a swelled head. He's become too domineering. We don't want him as our ruler. But he won the contest. He performed the greatest feat. Bosh! He didn't win the contest fairly. He did the showiest feat, not the best. We refuse to take his orders anymore. We'll choose a new leader. You'll do as I direct. After all, I have the greatest superpowers. I built our Valhalla. You can have it. We'll build our own castle and show everyone we can do greater things for this world than you can. So they first decide they're going to build a bridge over this chasm, but Superboy just goes out and does it on his own. Here's the bridge you were planning to build. Superboy did that to make us look bad, but we still won't have him as a leader. Please, forget your quarrel. But the quarrel of the mighty super companions swiftly deepens until, yes, Othar, we were going to build a super planetarium, but it's already built. Superboy overheard our plans and scooped us again. He's done it to us for the last time. From now on, it's open war between us. And so they do go to war. Telepathy Man creates some weapons to fire fireballs, but Superboy just blows it back at them. Now Superboy's chasing the super companions, all except Stormboy. I don't see him, but Stormboy uses his power to destroy Valhalla, and it crashes into the sea. This duel must cease. Call all the super companions here. This is our fault, not yours. You were all heroes on your own worlds because you helped people with your powers. But out of ambition to make our world great, we brought you here. We pitted you against each other in a contest, and that started this war among you. We know how we did wrong. to make you come here, and we'll take you home to your own worlds. I guess you're right, Othar. He never guessed that our quarrel and our battle were faked, so that he'd see his error and let us go home. If you hadn't seen us looking longingly at our home worlds through the telescope because we were secretly homesick, you'd never have thought to plan this with us. And soon as a great ship prepares to take the super companions home. He doesn't need any ship to get home, Superboy. Goodbye, Superboy. Perhaps it won't be goodbye. Maybe someday we'll team up again with the Legion of Superheroes. I have no idea if these heroes are ever used again. They're kind of not that interesting and not that powerful.